Hey Capricorn, this is Cheetah Tarot coming with the month of March. I think I was trying to say coming at you with the month of March for your reading. If you can, please, I know you can, like, share, subscribe. Also, oh yeah, if you want to get in contact with me, you can go to cheetahtarot@gmail.com, and it's more details in the description box. Let me do one more shuffle. And what we're going to do, we're going to pull 4 cards. And let's see what you got coming up for your month of March. Alright, so I have the 9 of Cups. And then I have the Page of Cups. And then I have the 9 of Swords. And then I have the 4 of Wands. This is such a beautiful card. The description, the details in it. So I don't really think you've been having like piercing thoughts. I think you've probably been praying, or probably just been looking up to the heavens or the skies to try to see if you can bring something down, like you've been manifesting, especially with this wish fulfillment card. You just been contemplating. You've really been looking at the stars. Maybe some of you are studying astrology. I feel some of you are studying astrology right now. And a lot of you also are just trying to make your dreams come true. And also you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or maybe an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And with this 4 of Wands, you may also be looking at a twin flame situation. So you could be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. As far as like your overall here, your 6 of Cups, once again, let's go that water energy again. So this is someone that you truly love. This could be an actual soul mate. 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups. This could be your actual soul mate. And you're just trying to figure out some decisions here that you're trying to make in this relationship. You're steady contemplating. You're really in a state of mind, a state of consciousness, to where what you should do, where you should go. It seems like you're waiting on someone as well to bring you the offer of love that you're wishing for, that you're dreaming about. You know, can they just see the heavens like you see the heavens, but you feel that that person may be keeping some secrets, but they in love with you and you are in love with them, you know. As far as like really staying up at night, like I stated before, if you waking up in the middle of the night, you're really just trying to shoot out or project your future dreams, your whatever you're trying to manifest. You're just trying to shoot it out towards the universe, because you see something that you're very passionate about. You see something that you've been wishing for a very long time. Some of you are actually really studying, just really studying right now. And I see the star card. So yeah, I get that constellation energy. You know, a lot of you are studying the stars, studying the skies, you know, trying to get a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. You may be trying to heal this situation in this relationship that you're in. But I really don't see anything too bad. I just see that you're trying to take a new start in your life, and you're probably just having some down moments of how to get it up off the ground. But it's just something that you've been dreaming about, been passionate about, and you see it as this would bring your home that stability that you've always been wanting. But you may also be going to a new path, because I see you keep looking this way. And it may be a new journey that you're ready to take. But we're going to go ahead and clarify with the 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Page of Cups, and 9 of Cups. 4 of Wands, I have 7 of Pentacles. Like I stated before, this is something that you've been wishing for. You've been praying about. You've been grooming it. You've been planting your seeds correctly. You know, you've been sowing your seeds. You've been just actually waiting, and that's your energy, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with someone else that's a Capricorn as well, or a Virgo, or a Taurus. But I also feel like you may just pick up that pentacle that's at the bottom down here and just take off and leave, because like I stated before, you keep going this direction, like you want to take a new direction. Like this harvest is like you put in enough time, enough energy into this relationship, or it could be at work, and you saw what it turned out to be. You know, you two planted the seeds together. You two communicated with each other about how the garden should be. However you do when you're sowing your seeds. But you guys saw it bloom, and it just looked like it wasn't that what I thought it was. That's what the energy is coming off as. Okay, we grew this together, but it's not everything that we imagine. You know, it feels like it's very low level energy. Like, was you deceiving your own self? Because I feel like, Capricorn, you deceive your own self. Like, you put in enough time because you thought this person was the one, but the turnout just wasn't matching to what was in your head, what was you fantasizing, what you was projecting out there to the world. It seems like you're disappointed about your own manifestation. Nine of Swords, I have, like I stated before, that low level energy that was picking up. You may be heartbroken. You may have went ahead and ended this relationship. Maybe that person was keeping some secrets from you. But you felt like the harvest that you planted wasn't really true, and this broke your heart. You know, maybe the rain poured down just a little bit too much during the relationship. You know, it was more stormy weathers, and that's why the fruits that you planted was not bearing as much as you thought, because it wasn't the soil. The soil was good, the seeds were growing, but it was the atmosphere of the relationship that was bringing it down because of the weather. You know, it was just dark clouds or storms inside the home. If you guys live with each other, it could have been a lot of petty arguments, something that broke your heart. Maybe this person wasn't giving you a lot of emotional fulfillment. Maybe their words pierce your heart, or this could be you, Capricorn. Maybe some things that you were saying to that person, they wasn't really understanding you fully, and that's why you keep contemplating about, you know, about this relationship. This also could be work too. You probably took a hit at work. It probably a loss at the job, where that job wasn't everything that you was saw yourself being efficient for. You know, you gave your all. You didn't get the recognition that you deserved, and now you feel that you should just go ahead and turn away. It's kind of like your worst nightmare had came true too. You know, looking at this Nine of Swords, you're fearing your worst nightmares, and your nightmares have came to fruition, and now you just want to seek another direction. This is not how I wanted to see my home. That's what I'm getting. This is not how I wanted to see my home. My home is a tragedy. So sorry, tragedy. My home is a tragedy. Can't talk. But anyway, you just feel like this home is not bearing fruit. And this is for a couple that's in a relationship with each other, but you just separated. You decide to part ways. Or it could be a job that you feel like you had to take yourself away from. Page of Cups, I have the Death card. So just as soon as I had mentioned that this was an ending, it is an ending. You was waiting for that person to transform. You was hoping that that person would see the truth, you know, would see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that person was accepting the end instead of just turning around and walking. But they seemed like they're accepting death, and it looks like they were stuck in their ways because they're accepting their old self. You know, they're not even trying to transform. They're saying they're ready. They were ready. They will be more accepting for it to end than to change themselves over. You know, this person's kind of selfish, because if they was willing to say to my old self and my old ways, my old patterns, I accept you more than turn around and walk down a light and walk down that path with you, Capricorn, then it may be time for it to actually end, because that doesn't even make any sense to me. Just looking at that storyline, that doesn't make any sense. Why would that person decide to keep their old stubborn attitude when they could simply just, you know, compromise in this relationship? But instead, this person's so stubborn. I accept death for as it is. I accept death because that's who I am. You know, I am the knight. You know, this is just this person. And this person could just feel dead inside, like they was incapable to love. You know, so they just like bring it. You know, bring on the madness instead of turning around and really work out some things for you. And if this is your twin flame, you could just have that type of person who has that attitude problem. I feel like they are low level and selfish, because I'm sorry, but he or she could have just simply turned around and stated, I will make that change with you and for you. 9 of Cups, I have the Empress. But like I stated before, that person, they love you, but what they trying to say is this. I love you for who you are, and you should do the same for me too. If you love me like you say you love me, then stay with me for who I am. But you're going to them and saying, hey, it's some things that I see about you that need some working on. And you're probably coming off as sweet as pie. You know, you're being gentle. You're trying to nurture that person. But let me tell you something, Capricorn. This is definitely you. Listen, a lot of times you can't just change anybody. That person has to be willing to change themselves, number one. And number two, it's not your responsibility. Don't ever feel like that's your responsibility to carry the weight of a relationship or to carry the weight of another human being. If that human being got some things they need to change about themselves and they're unwilling to do the work or unwilling to do the healing, especially for some past pain, some past trauma, you know, that's not your job. And I think you're coming into realization, like that was your worst nightmare. You was hoping that that person would see everything you were saying here about it's some things that you do that hurts me, that really hurts my soul, hurts my heart, because I didn't expect those things from you. I expected something a little bit more better. I thought you was capable of that in the higher brain concept, but this person decided to stay at a lower level, a lower evolution of themselves, and accept that instead of rising above and saying I can be a better woman or I can be a better man and really grow. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio as well. Definitely Leah. Maybe a girl named Leah for someone. But this Libra and the Scorpio, and also they sticking out really strong here. You know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But the Libra, I think you're trying to really just tap into your whole feminine instinct. Not instinct, but your whole femininity, your true power, your divine power. You're trying to step forward. You're trying to push forward into that because you want to create a new life, a new change. You know, this person saw you as their wish fulfillment. You know, it could be someone else here too. Yeah. This person is being stubborn and another for a small few. For a small few, this person is being stuck because there's someone else there. This person is bringing on this death energy. You know, whoever this person is, they're bringing on some type of death energy. They could have Libra and Scorpio in their chart or something like that. But this person is willing to accept this path and to go forward with this path here. You see how he just keeps, and it's coming out real strong how this Pope keeps bringing on this energy. So I feel like it's someone else here too, you know, and that's probably why this person was stuck in their ways. But that's for a small few. It could be someone here that keeps dragging along a death energy to this relationship that you may have to break free from. That person has to break free for this relationship to evolve into the right place that you want it to be. But for the rest of you, this person was just being real stubborn and they wanted their old ways to remain the same. The 4 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, I have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords, I have the Moon. The Page of Cups, Death, I have the High Priestess. The 9 of Cups with the Empress, I have the 5 of Pentacles. So as far as you, Capricorn, you want to go ahead and walk away from this situation. You felt that this person has too many secrets. Their words, this was too hurting. You never expressed it too. You probably expressed it in a weird way. If you was trying to express it, you wasn't really putting your cards out on the table to how you want that person to react or how to think, how to see you, how to treat you. You know, so this is what you coming up with the month of March. If anything, I say express yourself verbally to where it doesn't cause any type of confrontation. You know, express yourself to where in a place where that person can think from a logical standpoint. You know, kind of like using your left and your right side of your brain. You know, you want to come to the most consciousness where it'll be conscious for them and more logical for you and them at the same time. You know, because that person, it seems like every time you go to talk to them, it's a battle that leaves you so wounded that you put your guard up and your defense up and you just can't really take it anymore. And you still feel like this person may be hiding something from you. As far as like your work, I want to say you're going to keep holding on to it and you're not really expressing your own self at the job neither. If you want to see recognition, maybe you want to do something a little bit differently, or may go ahead and start a new path and find a new job. You know, because I don't even see that you're making that much money there. And it's probably cold at where you're at right now. It's probably really cold and chilly. You know, but I don't see that it's bringing in that much funds. It's kind of like you're dragging your feet at that job, you know, but it's something that you really nurtured, you really cared about. You could have been caring for children at this workplace, or you could be a social worker, you know, but it definitely could be a social job, because it seems like you keep hearing about death or some type of cases, and it's just very heartbreaking. And that's probably what it is. Your job is carrying too much emotions for you daily, and it's something that is leaving you in a mental and emotional defense. Like you have to put up these blocks in order to do this job, and that's kind of like weighing on you mentally, your mental health and your emotional health. So maybe it's time to find another place that's more suitable for your spirit, because you're walking away from spirit. You're you know, how this is a representation of kind of like a Catholic church in the background. You know, you're separating from your spirit. It's taking your spirit down instead of evolving up. Well, how the death card is under this high priestess. I mean, it's above this high priestess here. Excuse me, 1 second. Whew, I'm trying to talk too fast. But the way the death is above the high priestess, it's not this job is not allowing you to evolve, and this relationship is not allowing you to evolve to your higher self, to your spirituality. You know, you want to walk this path, but it's too much here that's keeping you down in a low level state. So you're going to have to find a way to rise above. What's in your likely near future? Queen of Cups. And then what's in your past? I have the Five of Cups. So go ahead. If this here was causing too much hurt, too much pain, I feel like you're going to realize this, because I do see you meditating a lot and you really contemplating your pros and your cons when it comes to work, when it comes to finances, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends. So you're going to be evolving from disappointment all the way up to getting your big cup and recognizing your emotions, studying your emotions, mastering your emotions, understanding who is there for you and who is not there for you, who serves you purpose and who no longer serves you purpose. So I see you evolving but towards the end of the month, and you're going to realize the true self of your own divine feminine. And that could be even if you're a male, you understanding your feminine side of yourself. I know this is kind of tough to hear. What you're talking about, my feminine side. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy in this inside of them. And right now you're just consciously understanding what is your feminine side of yourself that gives you more power. And that way you can dictate your life in a direction that you always been dreaming about and wishing about, you know? So I hope this helped for the month of March. Like I stated before, if you want to contact me, you can contact me at CheetahTarot@gmail.com. And you guys have a great one.